Hello and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog, Discord server, MeWe group, Facebook group, Twittering, and Instagramming thingy jigs. So, um, your usual daily health update for your tavern keeper. Uh, Today I walked in place, not ran in place, fucking walked in place for three, said 7, 6, and 5 minutes. And I am finding that it's helping me with my ability to climb stairs. Stairs still wreck the shit out of me, but not as bad as they have been. And it's helped with the water retention. So hopefully it all starts falling into place. And I can stop giving you these fucking daily updates as to my recovery that's not marked in days or weeks, but probably in fucking months, right? I mean, Total Con was over 2 months ago. That's when I came down with the shit. And I'm not blaming Total Con, don't get me wrong. But I used to mock people like fucking Gareth for, oh, Concrud hit me again. It's like, dude, how many times can you fucking blame Concrud? Well, and I'm not saying this is Concrud, but I'm just saying that this is, you can get fucking sick and can take fucking forever. Holy shit. So, what do we got today? Well, believe it or not, I don't know if you've been following Goodman Games, but they have their Adventures Reincarnated line. Original Adventures Reincarnated line. It started out with the B1, B2. Now, here's the deal. The initial release, by the way, B1, B2 was a nice piece. However, the paper quality was shit. And Joseph, you're listening, I'm sure others have told you that the paper quality was shit. It was basically see-through. You did not feel like you got your money's worth. You really, it wasn't quite as bad. I'm starting to laugh to myself here. I'm sorry. As some of the original Judges Guild stuff that was printed on newsprint, but wasn't much better. The later releases have gotten better now. Now I'm talking about what's going to be Reincarnated. Original Adventures Reincarnated number 6. Now this one is near and dear to my heart because where a lot of people go, "Well, hey, I grew up on Keep on the Borderlands." I didn't. I came in with AD&D, and my first super adventure, super module, the first one that I ran multiple times, once even with the same fucking group of players. I must have run this, I'm going to guess 4 times. At least 3, but I think it was 4. Temple of Elemental Evil, T1 to T4. And in all honesty, it's also the first time I saw Frank Metzner's name in on any product that Frank was more Beckme, right? Well, he was credited as writer on this along with Gary Gygax. So Goodman Games is coming out with T1 to 4, the Temple of Elemental Evil, as their 6th in their original Adventures Reincarnated. I'm going to read a little bit from the press release over on the Goodman Games site. This exciting release reprints the original material from the published module T1 to T4, the Temple of Elemental Evil, as well as the original version of T1, the Village of Hamlet. Created by Gary Gygax and Frank Metzner, the Temple of Elemental Evil has long been regarded as one of the greatest adventures in TSR's publishing history, and we are proud to bring this module to a new audience. Like all the original adventures of the Reincarnated line, this release will contain both the original material scanned in and cleaned up to present it as it originally appeared, along with a full new 5e translation in the second half of the book. The material is being designed by a creative team led by Chris Doyle, with contributions from Rick Maffel and others, all of whom are seasoned veterans of Dungeons & Dragons across its many incarnations. Unlike the previous 5 volumes in the OAR line, The sheer size, now, yes, and it's huge. Now, remember, the original T1 to T4, I believe, was 128 pages plus the map booklet, right? The sheer size and scope of this module requires something new. Temple Elemental Evil will be released as a 2-volume, hardcover, slipcase edition. The 2 volumes will also contain expert commentary about the original modules and their history. And then they give you a quote from the back of the book. Whatever. Here's the deal. I don't know if it's going to stand up to time, but if it does, it's a great self-contained. And now people can go, well, it's not really a mega dungeon. It's not big enough. Fuck you. All right, you have multiple factions. You have multiple things going. It was always a living dungeon. When I ran it, my players was, the PCs would leave, and I'd restock shit. It was one of those dungeon ecology kind of kicked off in my mind for me as a GM or DM with Temple of Elemental Evil. It was a lot of fun. It was one of the events I had the most fun running as like I said, pretty much a full campaign. Levels 1 through 8 were covered, maybe even a little bit higher. So I am actually looking forward to this. Going to be late 2020 or early 2021, depending on, I guess, how the release schedule is. So pretty cool. That's exciting. I am stoked. I am stoked, folks. Here's the part that I know you love. Maintain your social distancing, defined as 6 feet. Cover your mouth, cover your face. Sneeze into the crook of your fucking arm. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water or Skell gel. Yes, I know. Whatever they call it, the hand sanitizer. Skell gel. All right? Please be safe. I don't care if you're one of those people going, oh, these restrictions violate my rights. You know what? Take a deep breath. Okay? Take a deep breath. If what you want to do is not going to hurt anybody but your fucking self, that's great. If what you do puts others at risk, not so great, dude. Not so great. All right? I am all on the protections given to us by the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. I agree with them. But in times like this, some common sense has to come into play too. Like I said, you want to risk your own health and safety? Have at it. You want to risk that of your family, your friends, your strangers? No, it don't work. I know. So people go, whatever. So I'm the guy that's been stuck home now for fucking 2.5 months. Right? 2 months. End of February. We're still in April, right? Yeah. Just over 2 months. I've left this house in 2 months to go to my doctor and get a hospitalized 2 weeks later. So yeah, not good. Not good. I don't want that on anybody I know. Nobody in this community. Folks, as always, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. And hopefully I'll be healthy enough to start running some games in the relatively near future. We'll see. All right, folks. Laters.